when do we get to the point of maturity, or what would it take? And for some, they think it's just population reduction, just wipe out the degenerates. And sometimes I get on social media and I read these comment sections, and I'm like, you know what, we really should, start gassing niggas. Like, I mean, yeah, it's bad, but but is that the right thing to do? But then, right and wrong, good or bad, it can be subjective. If we're looking at the greater good, I mean, at some point, maybe we should expel those who refuse to evolve in maturity. Now, you get some that are on the extreme that say, well, if you're not walking this specific path, or you're not following this specific religious belief, then you're an enemy of God, or you're not evolved enough and you must go. And I don't think it should go that far. But at the same time, if there's no effort to try to grow and move forward and progress yourself so that we can progress humanity, you're kind of useless to the overall goal of moving humanity forward, and you could probably get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? There are a lot of people that are just stuck in their little holes of oblivion, their boxes of oblivion, and it's just, they're kind of just useless to the overall mission of elevating humanity to a higher level of consciousness, to a higher state of basic maturity, so that we can absorb or cultivate that higher consciousness as a collective. There's 7 billion people on the planet, and a lot of people will say, well, you're a first world person, who are you to say that? I mean, well, who the fuck is Hillary Clinton to call conservatives a basket of deplorables? But we let her do it. But the thing is, she is no different than the liberals that are trying so hard to take on the mindset that I have just presented. They're no different from the religious fundamentalists who are trying to say, if you don't believe their way, then you don't deserve to live. You are deplorable. You are not worthy of life. I disagree with the notion that we should have to everyone should conform to one way of thought. I think that's hyper control. I think that's more based on fear and intimidation of too many people becoming too conscious, because the person in leadership or power themselves are not secure enough in who he or she or they are, in a way that they can govern or lead or participate in a collective with higher consciousness. It's all about the fragile ego, and making sure that there's enough people that agree with you, or the group or whatever, so that everyone feels more comfortable in their bullshit. And the thing is, that doesn't move humanity forward either. That wouldn't, I don't even think that gets you back to Atlantis level. You know what I mean? We have to, if whatever your path is, or whatever your belief is, allows you to attain a level of consciousness, a level of maturity, so that you are capable of synthesizing higher consciousness. And whether you're a Christian or a Buddhist or a Muslim, or you're Native American, you're tribal, whatever it is, as long as your path, your belief, your walk helps you cultivate that maturity, and that in the ability to synthesize higher consciousness, then we can all move humanity forward. And that's the beauty, and that's what it really means to coexist. And I think, even people that say coexist, but then they still, you can't say coexist and then want to say conservatives because they are Christian fundamentalists or whatever, then they are unworthy. There are very highly evolved Christians. There are very highly evolved Muslims. There are very highly evolved, shamans. Everyone wants to be a shaman these days, right? Especially in the spiritual community. Oh my God, we have to go to the Amazon and drink ayahuasca and, talk to the shamans. Like, there aren't still shamans right here in America, in our tribes. You know what I mean? Like, our traditions have not gone anywhere. There's not as many of us around to perpetuate it, but we're still here. And a lot of us, because of the Christianity that was infiltrated, that was placed into us subconsciously, we've had to synthesize that. And a lot of us are Christian mystics, and a lot of us are just native traditionalists. But we have shamans right